Hi everyone! This is going to be a video on my Olivia dress. If you watched my previous dress, my Lola dress video, you'll know that I'm doing a series where I name my dresses for some of my favorite YouTubers. And this one is named for a young lady whose channel is Liv Loves Her Makeup. She is, she's charming and crude and lots of fun to watch, and I really enjoy her. So I will leave a link to her channel in the description box. Just be warned, her language is salty, just like mine. Okay, so this is an absolutely stunning bodice, as you can see. So this is the first item I'm going to show you, and I want to let you know I try to do things in a certain order. So the hem is going to be last, but with this dress, and this is very unusual, there's a hem panel. So even if you think you're not interested in the yardage of the hem, you might want to stay tuned to the end to see that hem panel, okay? So this is the bodice, and what we have here is obviously very heavily beaded. The sequins have turned gold on the bodice. Interestingly, not on the skirt. So this is the only piece that has the yellowed sequins. I'm going to show you, oh, it also has these really nice buttons on each cuff. I'm going to show you up close what this beading looks like. It's pretty awesome. Very heavily beaded. And it does have some rice beads. It has several different sizes of the regular pearl beads. These clusters here are made with sequins in them, and I absolutely love these. Aren't these gorgeous? And generally speaking, pieces on the sleeve will come off very, very easily. And let me show you all the way up the sleeve there. It's absolutely stunning. Then we have down here at the bottom this beautiful piece hanging off. And I always tell people, just in case this is your first time buying a bodice, that this is what you have on the back of bodices. All of the beadwork is generally hand stitched, and so if you want to remove it, you have to glue it or use some other technique. Otherwise, if you start trying to take things off, you'll just lose all the beading. But anyway, so that's what that part looks like. Again, very, very heavily beaded. At the neck, you have this gorgeous neck piece with the dangles. And that's what those look like. There is one dangle missing right here. There should have been two hanging off of this flower like there are here. But other than that, it's beautiful. I'll quickly show you the back. The back is actually very simple, which is pretty common with bodices. Okay, so very minimal beading on the back. But between the sleeves and the front, you've got a lot to work with. It would also make a beautiful piece just for display, obviously. So this is letter A, the bodice, and I am asking 18 for this one. Next up is just a bow. And, sorry, couldn't figure out how to get it right way up there for a minute. There's the bow, and very simple, white satin, really nice condition, has just the 4 appliques on it, and I'm asking just $2, and this is letter B. Well, that's appropriate, B for bow. Just $2 for this. If you are interested in the bow, just be aware that it's bulky, it's kind of heavy. I mean, it's not really heavy, but it is bulky, so it tends to be a bit more expensive than other things to ship, especially if, like, you're only buying that, okay? Just a heads up there. Next up, I have a small panel, and I'm actually going to zoom the camera in a bit here because it is not so easy to see. Sorry about this. There we go. That's a bit better anyway. Excuse me. Froggy. So as you can see, this is not terribly heavily beaded or sequined, but you can also see what I mean, that these sequins have actually stayed clear on this. In fact, it's funny because I don't know how it will look on the video, but as I'm looking in the viewfinder, they do look a little bit yellow, but they're not, okay? So this piece is letter C, small panel. It's about 11 inches long by about 7 inches across at the widest point. I have 3 of these available, and I'm asking $2 for these, $2 each. Then we have the medium panel, which is virtually identical to the one I just showed you. This one is still on its satin, but it will be, if you purchase this, it will be cut, okay? This is letter D, medium panel. This is about 14 by 11. I only have one of these, and this is $2.50. And then we get to the fancier panels, and I'll have to actually pull out again with my camera. Hold on. In order to show this. So, this is the letter E, large panel. I only have one of these, and this is $6.50, and basically it has the same kind of work around the edge, but then it has this gorgeous medallion on the tool backing right there, and then it has those beautiful, like, heavily beaded leaves like you saw on the sleeves, and then it has an extra piece up the top here, okay? And as far as the size on this goes, this is about 25 by 15 at the widest point. So it's a big panel. So again, that is E, large panel, $6.50. I only have one. And then the next one is very, very similar, but is even bigger. So this one has the same design elements. It has that medallion there, and it has the beautiful heavily beaded leaves up here, and it has a whole bunch of this work through here, but it also has a section of hem at the bottom, okay? This is letter F, extra large panel. This is about 31 inches across at the bottom. Oh no, sorry, it's about 25 inches across at the bottom and 31 inches long, so it's a big, big piece. And I only have one of these, and it's $7.50, and again, this is the extra large panel, item F. We're almost done. I just have 2 more things to show you from this dress. This is an example of what the hem looks like. This is a small piece that I'm not including. I'm actually going to save it and put it in a grab bag because it's not as long as the yard. But this is what the hem will look like when it comes to you. And I'm going to zoom in so you can get a better look close up. Oh, excuse me. So that I can see a little bit of gold, like on a couple of the sequins, but it still does not look heavily gold, if that makes sense. Let me zoom out again. So this hem is between 4.5 inches and 8 inches deep. So you can see this is a massive, massive hem. I have 4 yards available, and I'm asking $2.50 per yard. And that is letter G. So again, letter G, hem, 4 yards available, $2.50 per yard. And then finally, I have, and I'm not even going to be able to show you all of this in one go because it is so huge. So this piece here is letter H, and it is the hem panel. It is 74 inches wide, so just over 2 yards, okay? So you have complete hem for those 2 yards. And then you have all this extra. So this is the first place. And this is interesting because it includes 2 appliques that are a completely different kind of lace than any of the other pieces on the dress. There's a few of these on the back of the bodice. That's the only other place that I've seen this exact style. So you've got that. And then on the next sort of panel, you've got one of those very heavily beaded leaves. And then in the center panel, you've got the medallion, 2 more leaves, and then on the other side it's the same. That heavily beaded piece, and then the 2 appliques right there. So, massive piece here that you could obviously cut and use in so many different ways. Yeah, this is really unusual to have one that's like so built into the hem that it was actually, I was like looking at it and I said, I'm not going to take it apart. I'm just going to leave it and sell it like this. So this is H, hem panel. Obviously there's only one of these and I am asking $15 for this. If you saw anything that you'd like, please leave me a comment down below. I do ship worldwide. Prices do not include shipping. If you have not purchased from me before, or if you have not purchased from me recently, please send me your PayPal email address, as I do send invoices via PayPal. I will have my email address in the description box. You are free to contact me with any concerns or questions. My items do usually sell out very fast. Let's see. And please know that not all comments will show up to you in the comments section, as there is a way to do private comments, and so just please be aware of that. Sometimes you think that, oh, I was the first person that commented, so I should get that piece, but in fact I'd already heard from somebody else privately. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed looking at this beautiful gown. Bye.